Barkley. Just fair warning, Phoenix. The Clippers are coming your way next. This team looks for real early, and no Paul George at this point either, Kenny.
Well, also, with Kawhi, I was thinking about this when I watched them play the Lakers, that he played till June, and his intensity of level of thought is much higher than everyone else. Obviously, he's one of the greatest players in the league right now, but his intensity of level of thought, he is in a comfort zone, Charles, that he knows where he's getting his shots from. He understands where he's good at. He's not rusty trying to figure things out. He hasn't been sitting around.
Well,
he's ready to play.
Well, he's just a superstar. I think.
Yeah, but some other superstars aren't playing like this.
No, there's not that many superstars. That's why. If you go back, and I said last year, what he did for Toronto, when you have a superstar, it raises everybody's level. This team right now, when you have a superstar, they give you, like, the other guy, like, like when you walk in the building, you're like, I got the fastest gunslinger. There are very few gunslingers. LeBron's a gunslinger. Giannis is a gunslinger.
KD when healthy.
KD when healthy is a gunslinger. Steph Curry's a gunslinger. There's very few gunslingers. There are a lot of guys who are good players, but there are very few guys who are superstars.
Well, here's the way this one played out.
Well, and it wasn't this close either, America.
And right out of the gate, it was a 14-0 start for the Clippers. And watch Kawhi with the feed to Zubats inside.
You know what? I talked to Sam Cassell, assistant coach here, who's going to get a job sooner or later. But we were talking about this shot here, the in-between shot. He said he works on this with Kawhi, and he looks on it with Lou. But analytically, it's a bad shot. But he said when the game's on the line and they need baskets, they go to those shots. So we're going to work on those shots, and they are the master at the in-between game.
And not only were they getting a bagel thrown at him in the early minutes, but Draymond Green had to leave after the elbow injury. He would later return. And then
Russell went on a 10-0 run.
Yeah, he got him back in the game, scored 10 straight points.
Yeah.
And knocking down the three. So, 16-10.
Well, this is hard work right there, Ernie. Yeah. And that's the difference without Clay and without KD. Look at that. Look at all these guys he got to dribble around to make a tough shot like that.
Curry had 15 points in the first half on 5 of 13 shooting and takes the floater and gets it to go. Now watch Kawhi.
And one.
Just getting wherever he wants to be.
Yes.
He's the best I've ever seen at playing at his own pace.
And he plays in all three regions.
Yeah.
He goes to the rim, he shoots the in-between, and he shoots the three.
Lou Williams.
It's just between shot.
I might say this, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, maybe the best offensive player ever coming off the bench.
18 first half points off that Clipper bench for Lou Williams.
Have you ever seen a guy that good? Bennett Johnson.
Back in the day.
I love Bennett Johnson, but I don't think he can
Jamal
score.
Crawford back, for a year or two.
But I think, I love Jamal, but this guy's a lot more, not explosive, just like, he don't take as many shots and things like that. He still gets the number. I think more efficient is the right word.
Patrick Patterson going to knock this one down. And Steve Ballmer and the Clippers can celebrate a 2-0 start. And they also score 141 points on the Golden State Warriors. And that's the most the Warriors have allowed in a home game in 10 years.
Well, does that count? Because it's actually a new building, Ernie.
It's still a home game.
This is the worst loss in this building in the history.
Yes, exactly right.
Tonight. It's the worst loss ever.
Golden State fans not thrilled with our choice of graphic there.
But it's only one game.
Exactly.
One game.
The Clippers are who we thought they were.
Oh, come on.
Hey, D-Wade. Welcome to the family, D-Wade.
Yeah. Come on.
That's not
right. Who said that?
That was Max. Someone.
yeah. When you were, yeah, you were.
But he wasn't lying about anything he said.
Hey.
That's T.I.
That's quite an impressive collection of memes right there. We'll be back.
Dub Nation, where are you, Dub Nation? Have y'all given up yet?
No,
it's
they
only
haven't.
one game.
No,
it's
they
only
haven't
one
given up.
game.
Minutes in the books as they open the doors of Chase Center, and Golden State Warriors have yet to have a lead against the Clippers at 65-54 as we welcome you to the American Express halftime report. I can only think that it was the less than inspiring pregame speech given to the crowd by Klay Thompson that is. Maybe.
That was pretty good. I rehearsed that.
I think you were. No, you were great, but your guys fell behind 14-0 in this game, and Draymond hurts his elbow, man. That was a lot to go through in 3 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, historically, at least since I've been here, we haven't been that great on opening night. I mean, last year I went 4 for 20, squeaked out a win, but I have faith these guys to bounce back, and I'm really proud of the young guys, man. They're not afraid. They're really stepping up.
How are you feeling? Because we know about the ACL, and we know how optimistic you are about coming back, and Steve Kerr kind of took it to the other side of that spectrum and said, now easy. Then he walked it back a little bit and said, well, maybe. So let's hear from you.
Well, I feel great personally at this stage in the rehab. You know, I started jogging, running, putting up a lot of jumpers, which are going in at a high rate still, so that's a good sign. And the hardest part is just staying patient. You know, I see these guys out here competing, and as a competitor, I want to be out there so badly. But the hardest part is you can't skip any steps. So I don't want to rush back to try and go to a 6 straight finals if I'm not 100%, because our window to win another championship, I think, is open for the next 5-6 years.
Go ahead, Charles.
Well, number one, I hope you get back soon, but you're just wrong.
What is he wrong about?
Well, I think they won the shot.
Why?
Well, because I don't think they can score enough. I want to make my other prediction, and I was wrong before the game. Mm-hmm. I said they were going to be the 7-8 seed. They're not going to make the playoffs because they just can't score enough. You know, you look
so
at.
You can tell after one half of basketball.
Playing with the best defensive team, the Clippers.
No, but not just that, Candace. You know, when you look at your team, you say, okay, Steph can get me 30. D'Angelo can get me 20. But Draymond, even though he's a heck of a player, he only going to get me 15. That's not enough in the Western Conference this year.
Would you like to respond to that, Klay?
I mean, Chuck has the right to be a little pessimistic, but I think these young guys are going to step up, man. I did a shooting drill with Jordan Poole yesterday. He smoked me 3 out of 5 spots, you know. Glenn Robinson has plenty of experience in this league. I really like what Marquise has given us this training camp. We've kind of revived him, and it's I think it's exciting, man. I think we got enough guys to get us there at least.
What do you think of D'Angelo Russell? We got some of that 10-0 run, personal run that he had in the first quarter after you guys had fallen behind, but what's he bringing you guys?
Another ball handler. You know, take the pressure off Steph, Draymond. This man can create his own shot. He can see the floor so well. Look, he just plays at his own pace. That little dribble up right there. He's never in a hurry. And more importantly, I just love his confidence, man. He's not afraid to take the big shot, and he's made so many in his young career. And I just think he added a whole new dimension to our team. And I actually texted him the day after we got him. We lost Kevin, which is such a hard loss for us, but hearing we got D'Angelo back, an all-star caliber player, gave me so much hope, knowing that we added another piece to our team, our core, for the next few years. And I told him I really believe we can win another championship with him on this roster.
You know, the one thing that, you know, I will disagree in this report when you say that, Charles, because I've heard some of the great players in the league will go, there's 30, and there's 20. All right, all we need to get is 25 from everybody else, and we're going to win this game. So knowing that there's not a lot of teams in the league that can consistently say that over the next 3-4 years. So I understand what your optimism is, but I see where your pessimism is. But the one thing I would say is the new environment, moving, new teammates, new building, how has that weighed on you veterans who have been here, even though you're even not playing?
It's definitely a transition, but it's a challenge that we're excited to embrace. You know, we've been top dogs the last 5 years. We've been everybody's biggest game on the calendar.
Oh, you in a new home? Everybody's in new homes.
Yeah.
Everybody's in.
Across the bridge. It's not like we're going to another state.
And I'm going to disagree with you on that too, Clay, because I think this fan base is not going to be like those people in Oakland. I've always said, even when the Warriors weren't good, they had the most intense fan base I've ever been around. And I think coming over here, these people sleep in silk robes and pajamas. Well, it won't be like those people in Oakland.
I'll tell you this.